I'm back live with you in my kitchen because we're going to be making another healthy recipe. Today I'm going to be making a Korean-inspired kimchi soup. I have one of my favorite ingredients to cook with here, kimchi, which is fermented cabbage, and we're going to put this into a healthy soup to help you with your glowing skin routine. And who doesn't love a fast, healthy recipe? I'd say on a normal basis, this takes me about 10 minutes to put together. It may take a little longer talking to you guys, but we're going to be making this healthy soup, and I'm so excited to share it with you. It's one of my favorite recipes. I make it all the time. So first things first, let's get our apron on. I love this apron so much. My mom got me this a few Christmases ago, and let's just say she understood her audience. It is the most girly, fun, cutesy apron I've ever seen, and I like to joke that if something is girly, cute, sparkly, and pink, I will like it. And that's how we ended up here with this cute peony apron. All right, get that on there. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to ask you guys to do is to just start your broth. So I've got some normal, no special filtered water here, and I'm going to put it in a pan and we're going to get the broth going. I don't think you need a lot of fancy ingredients, but I'll show you what I use. Hi! Nice to see you again. Today we're making kimchi soup. It is a nice healthy recipe that you can easily do for meal prep. So first we're going to make the broth. I'm just going to put my water in here. And one of my favorite parts of more Asian style dishes is that they use a combination of ginger and garlic in equal parts, and together they just make the most delicious combination. I put this in soups and stir fries, sometimes with rice, and it is wonderful. Oh sure, like I can make longer videos for cooking if you guys like that. I just made another video this morning, filmed it, and hopefully that'll get edited soon and it'll be up for you guys. So welcome to the live chat. If you're new, we're making Korean kimchi soup. Now I am not a very precise cook when I measure, so I usually do equal part both ginger and garlic. This is probably about a tablespoon here. So put it in my broth and then do the same with the garlic. I got lazy. I started buying the minced one. Have you any work for me? Dreamcatcher, I would love if you would be a moderator in the chat. Let me see if I can make you one. Okay, Dreamcatcher Chaser, I put you as moderator in the chat, so if anyone says something like rude or mean, you can just delete it. I would really appreciate your help. Sometimes the commentary gets a little crazy. So welcome to all my new friends. We're making kimchi soup today. This is a really great healthy recipe, and I make it all the time. When I'm not chit-chatting to the internet, it takes me about, I don't know, 10 minutes. All right, so now I just put in our chicken base, or this is vegetable base, but you can use beef or chicken base, all depends on your preference, no big deal. And I will put this now on the stove so it can heat up as we're going. Dream Chaser, I said I put you as a moderator, so that means you have the power to like delete any comments that come out as mean and to help me out with the live chat, and I'd really appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna start that on high just so it goes fast. And while we're doing that, we'll start slicing our vegetables to pop them in the soup. I have a new fun kitchen gadget to share with everyone. I got a mandolin slicer. I don't usually use kitchen gadgets because I think this is all you need to be a successful cook, but I'm really excited for it to make these cute little circular slices, so fingers crossed it goes well. it would be nice to have something to help out with the slicing process because I think that's what takes the longest in cooking. All right, so here's the mandolin slicer. So I chose zucchini to go in my soup because that's a traditional vegetable that will go in Korean soup. So we put that in there. You take the other part of the mandolin slicer, unlock it. Okay, that was so helpful. Look at this. It made these perfect slices. Wow. Please give some giveaways in your videos. Oh, that sounds like a fun idea. Maybe we'll do that in the future. But while I will be keeping this mandolin slicer, I finally figured out how to use it. It was so fast to make all those little slices and they came out perfectly. So let's do the rest of them. I'm not a very precise cook when I cook, so I don't have an exact recipe, but I will always put like in the description box below after I finish the specific ingredients. Veg salad shooter. No, I tried the salad box cutter and I found that really annoying. So the salad box cutter was not sharp enough and I had to like stand on it to get to chop the vegetables. So this one said it was the mandolin slicer. And I got this one because my mom said it would be safer than the ones that you just run the vegetable over. One left. Oh, that's great. So now we have our package of lovely vegetables, and I'm going to put this in our pot and let them cook. I like to put things in order of cooking time. So if you have harder vegetables like potatoes, carrots, you want to put those in before you put softer vegetables like this because these cook at a faster rate than the harder vegetables, and you want the soup to all be done at the same time. And you don't want mushy carrots in a soup with just undercooked zucchini. I want to try a dehydrator. Oh, my friend has a dehydrator. It was wonderful. He dehydrates all sorts of like random berries and stuff, and then they crush them up and make teas with them. So definitely try a dehydrator if you're interested. Oh, that is such a good question, Dream Chaser. Thank you. Yes, more commentary on what you guys like and you want to see in the future. That's very helpful for me making videos. Okay, successful mandolin slicer complete. I'm going to put this aside by now. I will definitely be using it in the future because that made my life a lot easier. The next thing I'm going to put in the soup is some tofu. If you go to a Korean restaurant, they will have like silken tofu in stews, and I think this is best. But I didn't have any, so I'm using this guy, and it's already marinated, so it'll taste extra yummy in there. These are always a great option. Oh, my scissors. And I'm just going to cut it up into little cubes. Let me pull the board so you can see me. There you go. I hope everyone has a fun weekend ahead of them. This weekend in America is Labor Day weekend, which means we have a holiday on Monday. So I don't have to go back to work till later in the week, which is great. North Korean tofu is the best. Yes, good job, good catch. I'm going to cut it up into little cubes. I think that would taste good. I always try to put some kind of protein in my meal. For weight loss, you want to make sure that you have some kind of protein to satiate you and keep you full for longer. So when I make soups, I'll put some tofu or I'll do a dropped egg. I love dropped eggs in soups, and that's always a yummy option. But you could put beans, you could put tofu, you could put egg, you could put fish, whatever your heart desires. The world is your oyster. Also, if you didn't know, you can freeze tofu and then it gets this spongy texture that kind of soaks up broth better. So when I put tofu in stews, I actually freeze it first because then, I don't know if you can see on camera, but then it kind of expands and it creates little cavities in the sponge and it soaks up the broth better. Okay, so the tofu is going in the stew and it's boiling now, so I'm going to turn it down because it doesn't need to be at a high boil for the whole time. So we're going to change it to be at medium heat and let it cook away. Get the rest of the tofu in there. Great. And now I'm going to put in some kimchi. This can sometimes be harder to find at American stores, but this is a pretty popular one. Oh, it smells so yummy. Does anyone else like the smell of kimchi? What are those cute names? That was tofu. So I was just talking about how it's important to add protein into your meals if you're trying to lose weight. And this is a weight loss soup meal prep recipe. So you want to make sure you have some protein in your meals to stay satiated and to put on any muscle gains you had from the gym. I'm not a gym bro though, so don't ask me for specific lifting advice. But definitely putting protein in my meals helps me stay satiated. So this is the kimchi. It's going to go in now. And in case you don't know, kimchi is basically fermented cabbage. And those fermented ones definitely are really good for your like gut microbiome and it helps with digestion. Put that in. Mix it all up. I'll bring you guys over once it's all done so you have like a visual of the top of the pot. But it's still cooking now. And one of the other things I really like in kimchi soup is edamame. So it's like soybeans, you know? These are super yummy. Yes, kimchi is a Korean thing. And I think this soup would be good with any kind of like starchy carb. I think I myself am going to put some rice with it, but definitely try putting rice or noodles or like having bread on the side. That would be very yummy too. It kind of is like pickle because it's a fermented vegetable, but it doesn't taste like pickle at all. It's fermented with a bunch of different spices. So if you look on the back, it's cabbage, mustard greens, apple, garlic, sugar, carrot, green onions, salt, gochujang powder, and ginger. So that all of those yummy flavors like pull it out, and pickles just taste like vinegar to me. Honestly, I can't stand them. Not yet. Maybe one day there'll be a petition to work for me, but once the channel is monetized, we can talk more about that. Oh, sorry, I forgot about the next step. So we are now using some green onions that I put in the freezer. In order to not waste them, I always put any extra green onions I have in the freezer to use in soups and stuff. But these are just nice little pre-cut circles that I have ready to toss in, you know, the thing. Okay, so believe it or not, that is all. Yeah, kind of onion leaves, right? That is all we have. I think this is the fastest live chat we've ever had, but that just goes to show you how quick you can make some healthy meals. Let me bring over my dish and I'll show you guys. It needs to marinate for a little bit, like the zucchini needs to fully cook, but I don't need to have you guys on camera to watch zucchini marinate in broth with me. So let me get it. So this is our final product, and as you guys can see, it's this like beautiful red color from the kimchi, and then it's accented with the tofu and the other vegetables we put in. And I am gonna add noodles because I love noodles so much. So thank you. Oh, I'm gonna move this to the side because it's steamy. So thank you to everyone who joined my live chat to cook this with me. I've had a lot of fun talking with you. I do have regular videos on my channel, and if you're not yet subscribed, please do so. You can join my family. I talk about personal development, and I love to do cooking videos as well in my spare time. So have a great weekend. It was lovely to hang out with you guys. Bye.